Hello Code Pundits, welcome to our channel. Today we will be continuing from where we left off in the last video, which was about Lodash filter function. Today we will be covering other search functions which are related to filter method that can help you increase your productivity in doing very common searches within a collection. This time I won't be showing you in detail all the various shorthands that can be used. For those who are interested, they can go back and watch our previous video on filter method, which does that comprehensively. We have added the link to that video in the description below. Just like always, I have created a CodePen here and included the Lodash library into the CodePen, as you can see here. Okay, and instantiated a users collection with some dummy data. Let's see our first function, reject. So what reject method does is it does the exact opposite of what filter method does. So when filter method picks all the elements from the collection which passes a predicate, the reject method picks all the elements from the collection which does not pass the predicate. So for now, let's think of a use case here. We want to pick all the users from the users collection who are actually inactive. So let's see how we can write the reject method for that. Let inactive users is equal to reject users where user is active. So the reject method here actually rejects all the users that are active. So what we are left with is all the inactive users. So let's try to print out this into the console. And we can see that the output is two users whose active status is false, which is what is expected. And similar to the filter method, the reject method accepts the same set of parameters and same shorthands can be applied to reject method as well. So for people who are really interested in knowing what are the other shorthands which are commonly used, please go back and watch our video on filter method. It explains it very well. So the next method we are going to see is the find method. Just like the name, what it does is it finds the first element from the collection which passes a predicate. So here in our users collection, we can see that there are two users with the user property as John. Now let's say you want to find the first user with name John. So which is going to be this particular user whose age is 45 and active status is true. So now let's see how we can do that using the find method from Lodash. So let's say let first John is equal to, use the find method, users collection goes in, user goes in, and user property is equal to John. And let's try to print it out into the console. First John. So what we are expecting to see is this particular element where the user is John, age is 45 and the active status is true. And you can see that we picked that element here, like the user is John, age is 45 and active status is true. And as a counterpart, Lodash gives you a findLast method which basically searches the collection from bottom to top and picks the first element in that order which passes that predicate. So now let's see it in action. Let's say the last John is equal to, instead of find, we use the findLast method. From the users, user goes in and user property is equal to John. And let's print it out into the console. So last John. So here the result we are expecting to see is this particular user with age 42 and active status is equal to false. Now let's run it. So you can see that this is the result that we got. A user with age 42 and active status is equal to false. So this is how you Pick the first element that passes a predicate in the reverse order. Use the findLast method. If you want to go from left to right, use the find method. If you want to go from right to left, you use the findLast method. Okay guys, this is all about reject, find and findLast methods that goes together with the filter method, which you will frequently find using. Hope this helped you in becoming a better programmer. See you in our next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, since we will be uploading new content every week.